Hello everyone, welcome to the next session of Rasa, which is Rasa Framework to build the chatbot. You're learning Rasa with DivK Learner. If you want to contact me, you can write in YouTube comments or you can email me to divklearner@gmail.com. So yesterday in the session or in the last session, we saw that how you can create your chatbot. Today, we'll be talking about components of Rasa and component of Rasa projects. And then from there on, we'll be moving into the phase of creating uh, our own chatbot and putting in the values there. And then we will be training the model, then we'll be working accordingly. But before we do that, the session today would be more on theory side so that you can understand what are the components that we are talking about. And then in the next session, we'll be again going into the code part of it. So before I move forward, I think you're really enjoying what I'm creating. And if you are, and if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to it. And if you like what we are doing or what I'm teaching here, I will request you to like our videos and subscribe to it. So and share it as well with the people from whom we can make an impact to them. So again, very quickly, let's just talk about Rasa components. So Rasa has two main components. So any project that you create are based on two things. One is Rasa NLU, which is natural language understanding. And a natural language understanding is an open source. And in this natural language understanding, we work on or this Rasa natural language understanding helps us in identifying the intent of the user, what he's requiring to say, and then we extract entity. So intent is mapped to entity, and then this intent help us to extract the entity, which again gives us that how we need to proceed. The second part that we have is the Rasa core. So that takes the structure input from NLU, and then using an LSTN neural network predicts best response, next action. And both the components, the NLU and the core, are independent of each other. So that's the main backbone structure of Rasa. The main components that we have in Rasa are the files that we have created. So here, the project that we created yesterday had these files here. We are not worried about this one, or in fact, this is the part in which we have created the virtual environment. And the remaining is what Rasa has created for us. So that's what we are going to discuss. And let me just try to give you some overview here. If you see, the project has action, and in the action we have init.py. This is an empty file which helps us in putting in the information of the actions. So you can put in the location of the actions. So then the next thing is action.py. So action.py is the file in which you write down custom actions. So what are custom actions? So custom actions are such as calling any external server or fetch external APIs data, or it can also be something in which we want to utter something, so we want to say something. That kind of a thing can happen here. So it's like calling the methods into the system. Then the next thing is config.yml. So now what this consists of is configuration of the NLUs and core model. So it consists of the configuration for each one of them. So NLU components, model configuration, and those things, which we have core policies, Rasa's core policies. So it is working or trying to give you the configurations for both NLU and the core. The next thing is credentials. So this is where you put in the username, secret keys, or might be if you're using Facebook, Slack, or any other kind of an API, you put in here the username and password or the credentials for that particular external service. That is where the credential lies. The next is domain YML. So this is where you bind intent to bot's response and action. So here we are talking about we are binding the intent so that we get the responses, or the bot can give us the responses or the actions that it has to perform. The next is the endpoints. So endpoints is where you write down the information about the connection details of the external component. For example, URL, port number, DB, the password. So you can see these kind of information, or might be the URLs or action endpoints that we have there. The next part is if you go into the model, you will find out this value here, this file here, which is having something as timestamp.dar.gz, which is the initial model. So this is the initial model that was trained. And after that, whenever we'll be updating the model, we'll be having a new file there. Then going to the data part of it, in the data you have NLU YML. So this part is where we define the intent and users. So let's just see it. So this is where we are talking about the intent, which can come from the user if we bind it to the word. Then we have rules. So we are putting in the rules and the steps, and stories, where we want to put in the stories and the step, the way that we are communicating. So these are the common files, or these are the files that has been created by the chatbot or Rasa in it. That is the method that we were using in creating the project. So that is exactly what it is doing. And that's what I wanted to show you. And tomorrow we'll be moving into the next part of the project, which is where we'll be talking about the we'll be creating the part of the intent, and then we'll be working on the next part of the walkthrough. So most of the data that I have today, I've taken it from Geeks for Geeks .org site, and that's how I've collected the theory part of it. So with that, I have come to the end of the of my training today, or the part of the video today. So I thank you. I thank you for listening and learning with me. I hope we have moved a bit forward in our learning. To contact me, you can write it in YouTube comments or email to divklearner@gmail.com. And if you like what I'm doing, please feel free to tell to others so that we can help them. And again, if you like it, and share it as well with the people. And if you're new and then you want to listen to other videos as well, we'll request you to subscribe to our channel as well. So with that, once again, I wish you a very good day, and bye-bye.